My system.
Better, I can do anything better than you. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. No, no puedes. Yes, I can. Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you. Yes, I can.
Welcome back, everyone, to Jack Kent Cooke Stadium. Our Adidas halftime report continues. President Clinton is here. I know his daughter Chelsea has been an avid soccer fan, at least one time was a player. Germany leads the United States by the score of 2-1. Time to bring you our All-State save of the day, and there haven't been a whole heck of a lot of saves made in this one so far. Fawcett nods it down. Griggs comes in. Scurry took it right off of her foot. That is the All-State save of the day. Bracket-wise, China won as expected last night. So did Norway. So they meet in a great semifinal matchup, at least on paper. That will be played in Foxborough on July 4th. And the winner of this game will take on the winner of the game that's coming up next, Nigeria and Brazil, for the right to play in a semifinal at Stanford Stadium, and then the finals on July 10th. What's going to happen the rest of the way? There's still plenty of soccer to come your way from Jack Kent Cooke Stadium, but surprisingly, the underdogs are leading the favorite team. Native Travis Pastrana, this 15-year-old boy wonder, looks to be king of Moto X. 2-1 Germany leading the United States. This halftime report has been brought to you by Adidas. There's at least 45 minutes and hopefully more for the USA in this World Cup as they leads the United States 2-1 as the second half kicks off. Germany trying to pull off the first major upset of this tournament. And it's knocked out of play, and winning. The U.S. team came out, it seemed like a couple of minutes before Germany did, and they also had stern looks on all of their faces. They're focused.
Right. They're ready to get this second half started, and they've got a mission. They need to come out here and recover from going into the locker room at halftime down a goal, which is a very unusual circumstance for the United States.
Milgren keeps it on the ground, and that's broken up by Steffi Jones, who clears. Coming up for the United States, we'd like to thank Gatorade and all of our sponsors for bringing you this match commercial-free. Chastain on the throw-in. Germany will win it. Smizek, neither team made any changes in terms of the lineup as it came out for the second half.
One wrinkle that the United States did do before the beginning of the second half here is Christine Lilly and Cindy Parlow have switched positions. We've seen it happen a couple times in the Cup. Now, we'll take a look here at the Gatorade stats. This is interesting. The U.S. has outshot Germany by 3 shots, but look at the efficiency of the Germans. 4 shots, 3 on goal, and they're leading 2-1.
Rottenberg has not had to make a save. Time of possession, it shows the USA with an edge, but I think that's misleading.
Well, it is misleading because Germany has seemed to be a little bit more composed, and they're definitely playing a very nice possessional game.
The chase is on. Germany in the green and white will take it over on the far side of the field. Into the middle. Wigman. It's Wigman's goal. It's the go-ahead goal. Will it be the game winner and the one that sends the United States out of the World Cup? Still plenty of time left, but the USA must play better than they did in the first half. That was certainly far from their A game.
JP, I think a few keys is that the U.S. needs to get the ball wide quicker. That Germany's getting numbers behind the ball on the defensive end, but they're not, coming back quick enough, really. To be honest, the U.S. is letting them come back, letting them take a lot of time.
ESPN's coverage of the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup is brought to you by Chevy Cavalier. The more you know, the better it looks. By Gatorade Thirst Quencher, when you need a little something extra when it counts the most. Gatorade, is it in you? By Allstate, proud supporters and fans of Women's World Cup soccer.
Germany on the ball with a lead. We'll see how they play it. Foudy taking 2 defenders with him. To Parlow. Cindy Parlow trying to look for Christine Lilly. Fawcett now in the middle to Foudy. And it's going to be played back by Hingst. Rottenberg will clear. Chastain with a powerful header going forward, but Fitchen was there. Hingst on the right, number 3. Minert gives it up. Smizek. Blocked by Akers. It's coming back. Milbert nods it down. Looks to get a shot off. And it goes wide, but it was touched down by the Germans. It'll be the 6th USA corner kick. USA could have used that break.
Well, normally Milbert gets that ball under control a little bit better. Look here, she takes a header on the ball, trying to get it under control, but Steffi Jones comes up huge to make that defensive play.
Off the hand corner. In the air. It's Chester down. Chastain! Go! It's tied!
This is a brilliantly executed corner kick here by Ham. She sends it back post, and Parlow puts some pressure on the defense there and gets it back into the front of the face, and Brandy Chastain takes a half chance and sends it home. Look at this great shot. She keeps over the ball and sends it home. That's unstoppable. It's side netting. And what a great celebration. You know she's relieved.
She started the night, and it was off her foot that an own goal was given up. This is not the way for the night to end, but it gives the USA a fighting chance. They needed to score, one would think, fairly early in this one, in this second half, just to try to get the rhythm back in the tempo and play their kind of game.
Right, and this is a new game now. Basically, it's a 0-0 game. They're tied up. It's a new half. It's a new ball game. Well, it's interesting to see what changes the teams will make to adjust.
Here's Minert. And a break here, but Scurry read it and came off of her line. And the pressure intensifies. Remember, the winner goes on to the semifinals. There are no more games for tonight's loser. Chastain. Akers. There's Fawcett on the right. Now to Milbert. The Germans regain their composure. Lily wins it back. Germany's so disciplined, even after the USA scored to tie it earlier. They didn't lose composure. They haven't yet after that last goal. Foudy. Harlow plays it back. Here's Akers wanting to switch it. Now plays it up. Milbert was chopped out from behind. The advantage. They were going to call the advantage, but nobody could hear the whistle. It's going to be a free kick coming up. Tony DeCicco, I'm sure, wanted a card for that. Off the quick restart. The Germans fell asleep. It's crossed in front, and a better cross. And Akers, or Ham, I should say, was wide open. Willie couldn't send it through. 7th corner. That's why you got to watch those quick restarts.
Well, that's the ball that Tony DeCicco was yelling for in the first half. Quick restarts, try and catch the Germans resting.
Milbert with another corner. And then Swinger. Chastain. And it's high. But they're getting to these balls now off those corner kicks.
Here's a nice look at this serve here by Milbert. She's bending it in towards the face of the goal. Chastain makes a nice early post run, and doesn't quite keep the ball down.
Well, things have changed here at the start of the second half. Let's find out why. His hand goes down. Chris McHenry, what do you have?
At halftime, interesting, Tony DeCicco did not address what the Germans had just done in scoring a goal to go up 2-1. Rather, he talked about what the U.S. had done to earn this trip to this game and what they needed to do to close it out. Back to you.
Thanks, Chris. And the yellow card is being presented to Fitchin. First card of the day. That was a long walk for that presentation. And Germany wants to make a sub. Monika Meyer for Wunderlich. So Meyer, who's come on and subbed in earlier games in this World Cup, gets another taste.
JP, this is very interesting. The German defense is allowing Milbert to get almost to the 8-yard line here, creating a 1v1 with Fitchin.
Ham into Milbert. The flick. The shot cleared by Fitchin. Looked like it was not intended for Milbert to shoot, but to flick onto someone else and get a better opportunity. There's Germany taking it over and coming back. Decent ball that never got to Wigmann. Mia Hamm. Tackle from behind, and she wants a card there too. They won't get it on Prince. Quick USA throw in. Brought down. Here's Cindy Parlow. It's tackled away from her. And Germany tries to come back. USA getting some numbers back. Chastain heads it down. Carla over back. Lily is wide. Foudy. A little bit of trickery. Up the side. Here's Parlow. Cutting it back towards Milgren. Fitchin is there. Good slide tackle to knock it out and disrupt the USA's rhythm and momentum.
The U.S. is going to take some time here to set up this throw, and this is a very tactical play by the U.S. We've seen them use it a lot, and not only in the road to Pasadena, but here in the Cup. Chastain's going to look for Parlow, who's going to try and flick it across the face of the goal where the numbers are for the United States.
Randy Chastain ready for the throw-in, and now she'll throw it way out to Akers. Tripped up by Meinert, and you just can't hear the whistle, but that foul was called. Michelle Akers is going to be the most injured player in U.S. national team history. I can't think of anyone else who's had more injuries.
She goes in with her heart and soul on everything she does, and she goes down very, very hard. Looks like that right shoulder's bothering her again.
The eyes of a goal scorer focused on goal. Mia Hamm's ready. Hamm will send it up, and that one had way too much height on it. Goes well up over Rottenberg.
Tony DiCicco addressed what the U.S. needed to do to get back on the scoreboard, and look at Chastain's half chance there. She keeps it low, she sends it into the side netting, and you can sense a sigh of relief on her face.
Her 21st international goal, and this is her 99th appearance for the red, white, and blue. Meyer plays it back and then looks for the return pass. Sobrero chasing after it, going wide. It's deflected. Should be a corner. And it will be for Germany. Their first corner kick, if you can believe it. There's Brandy's numbers, and if the USA wins this game and goes on to the semifinal, the 100th international will come on the West Coast, where she's from. Close to home in Stanford. This is Maren Meinert. On the corner. Not sure what that one was intended, but that one got away, and it'll be a goal kick instead for the United States in the 57th minute of a 2-2 match. USA had given up only one goal so far in this tournament after 3 games. So in one half, Germany scored double what all the other teams combined have been able to do in the 3 previous matches. Parlow looking to turn on Fitchin. Wigmann. Going back, Mia Hamm. Keeping it on the ground for Milbrit. Milbrit brings it back out. And now it's cleared out of play. The USA's ball in the throw-in. Michelle Akers' second most goals in U.S. national team history. This one's going to be cleared away by Germany, but another whistle. USA with a restart from Mia Hamm. The wall has only 2 players. This gets interesting. You've got Lily with the left foot, Hamm with the right. Mia can bend these. Rottenberg knows it.
JP, I'm totally shocked that Germany only has a 2-man wall.
The step over. Hamm drives it in. It's knocked out for Lily. Lily holds. Shot blocked. Almost a bicycle kick pass. Cleared out. Fawcett right back in toward the box. Hamm made a late run. The flag's up. And the offside call is made as Fitchin upends Hamm. Fitchin had better be careful. She's already got the 1 yellow card. So Germany will have it on a rare offside.
Here's a look here at the offsides. The ball is being sent back in, and there's no question Lily's off. She's off on the serve when Chastain served it. Ham gets in nicely, but Lily needs to get back on sides quickly.
Here's Akers. Smizek. Hengst. Oh, good burst of speed past Lily. How many players do that to Christine Lily? Akers goes in hard. Hengst takes it to the end line and good hustle back, but the USA will give up the corner kick. Only the second for Germany. If you're just joining us, an own goal off Chastain. Then Milford scored in the first half. Big man in the 45th minute. And Chastain right at the start of the second half. So 2 huge goals there. One at the end of the first half for Germany. One at the start of the second for the U.S. Driven across. Chested down and cleared. Foudy moved it out. Hengst is back on it. In the 60th minute, a giveaway. Here's Mia. Against Fitchen. 3 are back as Ham goes wide. That was great support by Germany. Mia Ham using some great speed there, giving the USA their 8th corner. She'll drive it across. The U.S. fights with Milbert to try to keep it in, and now it's outside of the box. Milbert brought down. Foul on Briggs. The president's enjoying it. The fans are enjoying it more too. When it was 2-1, there were some long faces, but the crowd gave them a nice ovation when they came out, and that had to make the U.S. team feel pretty good. Ham is ready. The wall is made up of 2. Lily's going to go in there, and she says they're tying me up right now.
Keep your eye on Lily on the left side of this wall.
Ham sends it in. It's not a down. Oh, the U.S. was looking for a handball call as it's cleared straight up. Awesome. And now Germany takes it over. Overbeck. Oh, a bit too far. Remember, the winner goes on to the semifinals. For the loser, no more World Cup games. And if this score stands or any tie score, we will go into an overtime session. We could see the golden goal, Mr. President. President Clinton, signed Hillary Clinton, coming back the other way. Rottenberg, there was contact, and now it's cleared. Holding going on the other side. Can't hear the whistles. It's that noisy at Jack Kent Cooke. Home of the Washington Redskins. Here's Akers. Clear the other way. Rings in a battle with Chastain. They both think it's theirs, and the referee bought Chastain's argument. Meinert is furious, and the German coach is up too. Toinemeyer. Here's Meinert. There she goes, taking on defenders again. Sobrero with speed catches up, but that's where Meinert excels. Sobrero has it blocked out of play. USA will have it on the throw, and Kate Sobrero says there's a little bit of pain in that twisted right ankle, but she said once she gets on the field, adrenaline takes over.
But you didn't see any pain there. She made a great recovery run to create numbers up so that the U.S. could organize very well around Meinert.
Awesome. All the way wide right. Overbeck. Settles. Switches. Chastain going long. Hengst was there. The Germans bring it under control well to Smizek. Nice play prior to that. Meyer. Hengst. Sombrero. Touching back for Chastain. Tiffany Milbrett can't get past Fitchin, who's not speedy, but she's very physical back there. Better in the air, her and Jones both, than they are when the ball is played on the ground. The USA would like to take advantage of that with Milbrett's speed. They feel they have a great advantage there. 15 goals and 10 assists. The assist second to Mia Hamm this year. But she scored more points than anyone on this team in '99. Akers touch to Chastain. Nearly 64 minutes gone. 2-2 match. For the right to play in the semifinals. Akers is brought down again. Smizek brought her down. Free kick for the United States. Chastain will send it across. Side of the box. The U.S. looking for a chance. It's deflected. Milbert kept it going. Mia! It was blocked. Great play by Hingston. The USA now with their 9th corner kick.
You can tell by Hamm's face, you can read her lips there, she wanted to take that shot quicker. Sometimes you can't set it up for the perfect shot.
Super sub is going to come on. Now with McMillan for Foudy, how does that change formation-wise?
Well, we might see maybe we're trying to get McMillan wider more often. That's going to be key to beat a bunker defense, and that's what Germany is playing.
Well, they wanted to give Shannon McMillan some more minutes. And here she comes to take this corner kick. She helped change the game against North Korea. 1 goal and a couple of assists.
The other thing I want to point out, JP, about this corner kick, she drives them across the box, and that's what the forwards and the likes of Cindy Parlow and Akers love.
You heard it. Go!
Play. Sometimes it's important to mix them up, and that's what McMillan does. She comes in, sends it near post with a driven ball, and Fawcett heads it home.
Joy Fawcett's 19th international goal, quite possibly her biggest, depending on what happens the rest of the way. Right after they made the substitution, that driven ball you spoke about was there.
Well, McMillan's got that passion and fire back that we saw in the Olympics.
All the way across. That one's headed wide. Sombrero touched it out. Germany's ball.
Chippy, a lot of times the team that scores comes under a lot of pressure. So keep your eye on the U.S. defense here.
Akers with a block. It's still loose in the box, and that's deflected back. USA looked a bit disorganized in there. USA's ball. One of the USA moms scored that goal. Joy Fawcett. 67th minute now. Germany on the ball. The Germans had a 1-0 lead and a 2-1 lead. This is the first time they've trailed in the match. Back the other way towards Mia Hamm. Fitchin is there to knock it out.
JP, this is the first time I've seen Fitchin flustered a little bit. That ball, she had an easy ball to clear upfield, and she kicked it out of bounds. The change that the U.S. has made is McMillan's up top, and Parlow is in the midfield.
They also want to take advantage of a German defense that may be getting tired here in the second half.
Good point. McMillan's fresh legs are really going to help that situation.
A USA foul. Milburn and company told to settle down. Chastain, that goal was so important that she scored because it gave the USA some life, and then they started to play like the USA team we've seen in this World Cup, and then Fawcett's goal even bigger. Look out here, Griggs. And I think she may have been able to get to that ball.
For some reason, she stopped her run. Maybe she saw how fast Brandon was coming out for that ball.
She could have got it. Lori Ferris up off the USA bench, stretching. They may want her speed as well in the back for someone that may be getting tired. Here's Germany coming back, still with a lot of fight in their game. To Meyer, Sombrero knocks it out for a corner. Corner kick number 3 for Germany, and let's see how fast Sombrero can get up.
Sombrero's speed is really, really helping out this U.S. defense. Look at her come in here and make this recovery run. Oh, good covering by Kate Sombrero. She does it all tournament long.
Minor plays it back. If you're wondering, it's her right ankle that was twisted, not her left. But seemed to take the most of that. Here's Grings. Blocked. Akers and Overbeck. Throw in for Germany. Akers doesn't look at all tired. You wonder how much gas is left in that tank. She's played a very strong game up and down this field.
And this is the goal that puts the U.S. ahead. Look at this great positioning by Fawcett near post. The U.S. decided to mix it up. Normally they go far post with those corner kicks, and that was a great serve by Shannon McMillan.
How about a react from Hillary Clinton and Secretary of Health and Human Services, Donna Shalala. The president says off Joy Fawcett's head. He could have called that one. I could have laid out Joy Fawcett with her 19th international goal and her first one in this World Cup. Here's Ham. Blocked. Chastain will run it up, and that's too far. It was intended for Cindy Parlow on the wing here in the 70th minute. Well, two of the players that were struggling, admittedly, Chastain and Fawcett, did not have good first halves. They've come out much better here in the second, and getting a goal is a bonus for each.
Right, JP, and that's the mark of a true champion. If you're down a little bit and for one half of the game, it doesn't mean your entire game is wrecked. You find a way to work through it and get the game back. Come back into true form, which is what we've seen from both of them in the second half.
Throw in for Grings. Lori Fair still up on that USA bench. Here's Smizek. They're defending in pairs. That's what they wanted to do in the first half. They weren't doing it as much. And that foul goes against Germany. And Smizek. 71st minute. USA had a good game plan coming in, but they weren't executing it that way. They weren't closing on the ball. That's why the Germans had a lot more ball possession than they wanted them to have. You're looking at Lori Fair. The question is, who does she come in for? And we'll see. If you're looking at seniority, you would think Sombrero would be the one to come out. But we'll see. Here's Akers. Lily. Coming back for Germany. Still on the dribble. Akers trying to slow her down. Here's Minard. Minard looking, shooting, and scores. Got that. The breakdowns like that concern Tony DiCicco.
Definitely, and look at this, brought to you by the Power Bar Goal Cam. A great shot by Minard. No spin on that ball, and Scurry does a great job to get near post and smother it.
Here it comes again. Sombrero's back there defending. But I think you see why he wants Lori Fair in the game with that speed. There are some tired players out there. There have to be. It would be tough to imagine Overbeck coming out or Chastain. They get all the minutes, or even Fawcett for that matter. They're used to playing full 90s. That's why I'm thinking it's Sombrero, if it is indeed a defender. From the far side, that's going to be cleared out. A double switch. Let's see, he's got Chastain's number up there, which is surprising. Lori Fair getting the go. And it'll be for Brandi Chastain. I say surprising because out of all the games you and I have done together, I've never seen Brandi really come out of the game unless the game was really out of hand. And the same really with Foudy. So these are interesting substitutions.
With you, JP, and I think this substitution here may try for the U.S. to emphasize a little more defensive shape. Fair will stay back a little more than Chastain will. You got a lead, maybe put a player in that can help you hold the lead.
Here's Milgren. Deflected. Ham will pick it up. Tony DiCicco showing a lot of confidence, though, in young Lori Fair, who's still in college, giving her these important minutes as this ball rolls out of play. Goal kick coming up for Rottenberg as Germany tries to come back. Immediately following this game, coming to you from San Francisco, watch over 300 of the world's top X-athletes from 25 countries. X Games, Day 5 prime time on ESPN. Tonight, catch the best in bicycles, stunt, freestyle, Moto X, and skateboarding. Rottenberg will clear. Fitchin. Lily, more USA chants. Great crowd tonight at Jack Kent Cooke Stadium. Nice venue for soccer.
Oh, this is a beautiful place.
Coming back, here's Grings. Leads it. The shot is low and Scurry's got it. And every time there's a breakdown, Tony DeCicco is up for the bench. He can't believe this. Some great penetration tonight by Germany. Credit them, but the USA will discredit, I guess, themselves. They'll be unhappy with their performance there.
Well, they are putting themselves under a lot of undue pressure and definitely not possessing the ball well enough out of the back. I mean, that pass by Sabrera, that's avoidable. There's only one attacker up there for Germany, and she's the player who ends up with the ball.
Mia Hamm was denied. Germany with the ball. Let's go downstairs to Chris McHenry.
AP, Brandy Chastain came off the field and ran right to the locker room. She tweaked her right ankle in the first half. It's not so serious. She has been playing on it. They put Lori Fair in to get a pair of fresh legs and 2 good ankles in the game. Back to you.
Well, thanks, Chris, for that update. And now it makes more sense because that was a strange substitution.
It was. We saw Brandy Chastain tweak her ankle in the first half. Hopefully she's going to be okay. Youngest member of USA's Women World Cup team at age 20. That's amazing. And she is a good look at the USA's future.
She's playing with players that she used to watch on television.
She's playing with players that she used to line up for autographs from.
Now people ask her. 76th minute. Young Lori Fair, who's got a twin sister, Ronnie, that also played collegiately and also played for this team. One game together. Call on Germany. 76th minute. Prince is saying that Hamm embellished it. And now instead of quick free kicks with the USA leading, they will take their time. Rottenberg looks on. Lily is way out. She's got that great left foot. And capable of scoring even from that distance. Again, that's a wall of 2. Over the wall it goes from Lily. It was looking good. Goal kick for Rottenberg. Match the left foot from Christine Lilly, whether it's on free kicks or any other kind of situation. See Tisha Venturini and Sarah Whalen with a good view there, right behind the goal area. Germany picking it up, 77th minute. USA have used a couple of subs already in this. It's going wide. Grings. Fair gets there late. Scurry gets another true bounce. USA is fortunate that the chances at the end of these breaks are not quality chances.
Look at the space here. You can see on the far side. That is one criticism of Fair's game, is she gets out of shape and she got caught up on that situation, but the Germans just didn't execute it very well. They just served it right into Brianna Scurry.
Throw-in coming up from the far side of the field. '78th minute.
You see this happen so often in games. Hamm goes up. She's getting good body contact there.
Line McMillan missed wide with that header. Asked if she was playing as well as she was in the Olympics. She says, I think I'm playing better.
Well, I'm sure a lot of parts of her game have gotten better. One thing that she's definitely improved upon is her shot. It's one of the best shots of any player on the U.S. team.
USA trying to get control of Milbert. Tiffany Milbert, her first goal, tied it up for the United States after they gave up an own goal. Lily stops it, switches it. Nice job for Mia. Tackled away from her. Smizek from behind. It'll be a corner kick, number 10 for the United States. Chelsea has joined President Clinton and Hillary. Meehan getting ready to take the corner. Driving across Ruttenberg with a one-hand swipe. Here's Overbeck. U.S. looking down that right side. McMillan. Great moves. She's brought down. A goal kick coming up. 1 goal and 2 assists in the last game for Shannon McMillan.
She's working so hard out there on the field. She's got fresh legs. Look at her battle through both of these German defenders. And then she's looking for her serve across the box. Gets held up a little bit.
Whoa, what a collision that was. I thought Fawcett may have taken it equally, but she does not get the worst of it. Instead, it's Prince who was down. In the 80th minute. Get the feeling that 1 more goal for the United States and that puts Germany out, but if they don't get it, you got to wonder about the space the USA is giving up and the chances that Germany has had after the USA took the lead.
Oh, that's a good point, JP. At this point, they need to be conservative. They need to tighten up on the defense.
A lot of goals in this one as we get down to lose and you're out that stage. Ryan Ascari has made 4 saves so far. 2 goals coming off of the corner kicks, and we've seen a lot of goals in this tournament. I know a lot of goals in general come off corner kicks and free kicks, but we've seen quite a few in this short tournament so far.
We have, and one thing that the U.S. is so good at, and we've seen them do it today, is they've mixed their corner kicks up. They're not always serving at back post, and actually, when you mix it up, you've served at back post all day long, and then you serve it near post. The German defense is not ready for that change-up. That was a great decision, and a great sub by DeChico to have McMillan in there serving that driven ball.
Prince is okay and wants back in. Fair to Parlow. That was a bad ball back. It allowed Smizek to get it. Smizek running like the game just started to the end line. And that's tackled up by Lori Fair. Corner kick coming up for Germany. Well, they change it. Referee has changed it. It's the USA's ball.
And I think Germany has a good point of contention there. It looked like it did deflect off the U.S. defense.
Overbeck spotting it down. 81st minute. The USA wins. They move on to play the winner of Brazil and Nigeria. That's coming up later on ESPN2. For the loser, no more World Cup '99. We're down to the elimination stage. That's why Russia's going home in Sweden after losses last night. All the way back into the German end. Touch back to Rottenberg. USA trying to put some pressure, and they force a giveaway by Germany. This gives the USA possession and takes more time off the clock, and they'll waste some more too.
Mia Hamm was working very, very hard on defense up top there. She's the one who forced Rottenberg to serve it out of bounds.
USA on the throw-in. Loose in the box and pitch and clears. On the chase, it was Milbert. She'll chase back the other way. Great speed coming back. Great move by Hicks. Got it past Lori Fair. And keeps it in play. Lori Fair with speed made a great recovery. And her speed can help her overcome a mistake. Germany will have a throw in deep, 83rd minute. Fair marking up Meinert. Now it's cleared out. U.S. coming back for it. Good checking back by Mia Hamm. The cut back from Hamm. Milburn. And that's knocked out of play. Throw-in coming up for the United States. And they're going to make another substitution. Tiffany Roberts, more speed. X Games are coming up next. We hope you'll stick around. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of Go Network, go.com. Bicycle stunt action coming up tonight, if you keep it in. Throw-in coming up. And there'll be a substitution made by Germany first, apparently. Smizik is coming out. Lingor comes on. And now the USA is going to, or are they? Yeah, Roberts is going to come in. So the team gets younger and faster. And again, Tony DeCicco showing confidence in these players, although Roberts, despite her youth, has a lot of experience playing in the '95 World Cup as a starter and also in the '96 Olympics. Harlow with a block. Hengst. Ham went in, gets it on the second effort. Harlow bending it high and wide.
Take a look here at this ball that's won by Lily. Ham faces up and she finds Cindy Parlow in. Great spin turn at the top of the box. And then Cindy's trying to bend it into the upper right-hand corner. Good half chance. That was a nice attack by the United States.
And that was Cindy's last shot. USA will go defensive. Roberts for Parlow.
And the adjustment is that Fawcett has moved up into the midfield, into the attacking midfield position. They put fresh legs in the back with Tiffany Roberts.
All the way back the other way. Fair wins it in the air. Tough collision. Germany wins it. Keeping it going on the right. Grings leads it. Wigman just ran out of space. USA were trailing, remember, 2-1, but they rallied back thanks to goals by defenders.
And both of them were off corner kicks. Here's a great effort here by Brandi Chastain. One-time chance, and you can see the air of excitement in her face. And then this nice driven ball by Shannon McMillan to the near post to Joy Fawcett. Roommates, actually, back in Florida at training camp, and they connected on that one.
USA looking to take this lead, get the win, take on the winner of Brazil versus Nigeria. But if Germany comes back and ties it, we're going into overtime. For the first time in a Women's World Cup, the golden goal rule applies at sudden death overtime, where the next goal would win it. That's if Germany comes back and ties. 86th minute, USA leading 3-2. They were down 2-1 at halftime. Knotted down, no one in support there for Germany. Cleared by Fawcett. And it'll roll out. It's Germany's ball. Pitch it. Picked off. Shannon McMillan trying to send it in. Almost got that up high enough for Mia Hamm. Fawcett to McMillan wide. Try to cut inside. Tackled out. McMillan is stretching that defense. Shannon McMillan gets ready. Playing now with a lot of confidence in her game. Off that throw. Fawcett's flick. In the air, Rottenberg in hand. Rottenberg won that aerial battle in the 87th minute. She'll roll it right. Meinert. Back for Fitchin. That's going to be blocked off a Milbert tackle. Good, hard, tough work from Tiffany Milbert, whose job is really scoring goals, but she gives you that defense too.
Great team defense starts up top, and the legs are tired, and she's still working 200% out there on the field.
President Clinton and family looking on, and there will be some stoppage time put on. Referee's discretion. We'll see how much, allowing for injuries and substitutions. They will give us a signal. We'll let you know. Lori Fair. Akers blasted out. Michelle looking very fit here as we're into the 88th minute.
I think that rest against North Korea really helped her out.
But she recharged the battery some. In the air, it's going to be deflected back, and Scurry sees it all the way. Brian Ascuri clears. Germany trying to win that one in the air. Instead, they head it out. Throw-in coming up for the United States. Don't forget, tonight at 9:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Pacific. More quarterfinal action. Nigeria faces Brazil on ESPN2. The winner takes on the winner of this game in the semifinal at Stanford. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of Go Network, Go.com. Akers from Lily. Now it's all about possession. the 89th minute. Lilly. Tackle away. Great fight from Christine Lilly. She doesn't win the ball back, but she slows down Germany after losing it herself.
She's such an unsung hero. She doesn't get enough recognition in how hard she works and the impact that she makes in every game she plays in.
Milbert plays it back into the middle. Here's Fawcett. Going wide is the USA, and that's too wide. It's Germany's ball. Our Chevrolet player of the game, Joy Fawcett, with 1 goal. It's the go-ahead goal. It may be the game winner. We'll let you know in a matter of moments. We'll see how much stoppage time is put on, too. Sobrero clearing it out to the right. No room in that wing. It went out. It's Germany's ball, or is it? We're going to look at the injury first. Another World Cup wave. Throw in for Germany with time running out of their World Cup hopes of an upset. Right down the middle. USA will clear. 2 minutes of stoppage time being put on. Chastain with an ankle injury. It's wrapped up in ice. But she is going to watch this.
JP, we've seen a lot of goals, critical goals, like the Brazilian goal against Germany, scored in extra time.
So starting now, potentially 2 minutes left in Germany's World Cup. They need a goal. Meyer looks to turn. Miner, tackle away. Tiffany Roberts got in. Germany gets the ball back. Popped inside. Scurry's got it. And Scurry clears. Akers in the air.
JP, at this point, the U.S. is just trying to hang on to this lead. They need to play very, very comfortably, though, and be very safe in their possession as well as their serves. Just serve the ball to the corner flag. Try and keep it in bounds. There's no way the Germans can get it upfield quick enough.
Germany has a throw-in. Fawcett marking up on Meinert. They wanted to mark up tighter on those. It's cleared by Lori Fair. One of the things the coaching staff stressed, mark up the throw-in. They didn't do it that time. Less than a minute to go.
Well, they're very fatigued mentally, but that's when they've got to be the most focused mentally. They can't let there be any defensive lapses.
USA with that throw-in. This was a hard-fought game. Germany has given the USA everything they could stand and more. Still about a half minute to go. Lilly playing it smart and safe. Here's Fair. Cleared by Sobrero. There's the knock you were talking about for Ham from Fawcett. May have lost it, got it back, trying to make the cut. Fights to deflect it away. But that might be it for Germany. That took up enough time. Germany wants to make another substitution. Referee's looking at the watch. They're going to allow it. Hoffman comes in. Grings, it looks like, went out. This might be it. Rottenberg's kick. It's over. The USA goes out of the semifinals. There's no such thing as an easy win when you get to this stage. The USA advances as Germany goes home. A tough loss for Germany.
It's a 4th of July surplus used vehicle sale so huge. We're starting to...
ESPN's coverage of the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup is brought to you by Allstate, proud supporters and fans of Women's World Cup soccer. By Gatorade Thirst Quencher, helping you play longer and stronger when it counts the most. Gatorade, is it in you? By Chevy Blazer, a little security in an insecure world. And by Adidas, follow in the footsteps of the world's best soccer players. Go to adidas.com.
Welcome back, everyone. USA beats Germany 3-2. Let's go downstairs to Chris McHenry with Tiffany Milbrett.
Tiffany Milbrett, you admitted you were nervous the first half. What happened at halftime, and what happened to this team the second half?
Well, when they got that late goal in the first half, that really put us behind, and I think we got a little nervous with that. But at halftime, Coach DeChico, he just calmed us down, said, we're all right, just keep doing our game.
Prior to our game, you mentioned you were so touched by being a hero. You are tonight.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable. I think we've come so far within the last couple years. I just hope that it keeps going.
Thanks so much, Tiffany. Great game.
Thank you.
JP, back up to you.
Thank you, ladies. Our final score, USA defeats Germany, sending them home from this World Cup. It's a 3-2 final. We would like to thank all of the official partners of the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of Go Network, Go.com. Our coverage of the Women's World Cup quarterfinals continues on ESPN2 at 9:30 p.m. It's Merce Akide in Nigeria battling Sisi Pratinha in the rest of Brazil. For Wendy Gabauer and Chris McHenry, I'm John Paul Della Camera. We hope you'll join us then. But coming up next, if you keep it here, X Games, the best in extreme sports. What a night! The first family's loving it. The United States goes on to the semifinals. They beat Germany 3-2.
Games, the Fright Ride.
Travis Pastrana.
15 and fearless.
Brian Deegan.
Fueled by the dark thinking he calls
Metal Militia.
Here and Now.
Matt Hoffman.
Back from the wrecks, the body battered, the mind all too willing. The Miracle Boy.
Dave Mira.
No-handed 540s?
No problem.
This is the X Games version of the Roman Colosseum. Danger and fear fueling the frenzy. In the sea of flesh surrounding the Masonite Canyon, the gladiators of Bike Vert get rock star treatment from the adoring hordes. The Canadian beast, Jane Miron, in the Vert finals. The virtuoso, Dave Mira, trying for a 7th straight X Games gold medal in bike events. And look who's black in the saddle. Fan favorite, surgeon's best friend, insurance man's nightmare, Matt Hoffman. All part of Night 5 on X5 from the pier here in San Francisco. That's our home. This is the X Zone. Inside, the usual party has gathered. That's the wakeboard crew along with street luge guy, biker Sherlock up there in the game room. In front here, we may have rewritten a few rules of the dress code if there ever was one in here. And on the couch of honor, the bike guys. Rick Thorne has brought many of his buddies here. Hi, Rick. TJ Lavin on the couch here. Buzzy Hall. The usual treatment here, and was nothing but really grade A prime U.S. beef sirloin X Games event coming up tonight. Get to the Bike Vert final in a moment, but first, Freestyle Moto X. This is the event that's gotten the stamp of approval from all the X Games athletes. Basically, sight unseen, spawned from the showman of Supercross racing. Right down there at the end of the pier in the tower, Cameron Steele and Jerry Bernardo, a full throttle debut, a speed medal.
They drew straws, and somebody had to be first at Moto X. It's Mike Sinkmars.
Yeah, Sink was serious when he was coming to the X Games. He decided he was going to set up some ramps, jump his house 150 feet in length, 50 feet up in the air. He was going huge. He's going to have a good time here today.
Mike Sinkmars, at 21 years old, is already a seasoned vet in the world of freeride. Made millions of videos, jumped at all foreign countries. The kid is rolling big, and he's ready to rock here at the City by the Bay. Freestyle Moto X right here in the hoop.
Just like we called it, coming straight out with a huge whip. Sink is not going to stop. Oh, big no-hander. You're going to see some variations of that no-hander behind, above, to the side. These guys are going to throw some sick stuff.
Yeah. With 1:15 per run, there's not a lot of time to get in a bunch of hits, Cam.
No, it looks like they're only going to have between 6 and 9 hits. Looks like Sinkmars maybe electing to just use these 2 huge ramps in the front. They're about 80 feet apart. You see him with the candy bar in his front foot over the top there. Just incredible. Look at that.
Turn it to the crowd. They're digging on it. We got hang time, hang time.
You can see him when he comes into the ramp, he preloads. That's how he gets the height, throws a big whip. He like kind of loads the bike and jumps into the ramp. Watch him as he comes into it. He may even wheelie into it a little bit.
You gotta love it. You gotta love the crowd. Look at it, all the way around, 24/7, right here, right now. On the Bay, San Francisco, freestyle Moto X.
I think they like it. You see Sink bouncing on that landing a little bit. The judge is going to be looking for technical landing. Sink is about as technical as they get.
I think these motorcycles, we're going to the next level in television right here.
You know what? I can't believe they brought this gas-powered lunacy to the X Games. Look at this. Here's the textbook whip, all the way flat, all the way sideways, thrown. The look at the crowd. Sinkmars. Here comes the no-hander behind his body. That's a variation. Again, a lot of guys see him double pump it back. Gets his hands back on. And then we're going to see right here, we're going to see what's called the stalefish saran wrap. Feet straight out through the bars, comes off saran wrap. That is a new trick the guys have just started busting out.
Sinkmars first out the gate. Oh, 92.67. Well, obviously he's in first place because the only rider so far. Okay, here's how it works. We get the top 9 riders, but only 5, count them, 5 can make it into the finals. As a kid, Brian Deegan built jumps in the sandbox and always played nice with the other kids.
Definitely just out here for destruction. Just, you know, tear this course up and make all the fans go nuts, just cause a riot.
Representing all that is evil in the world. You know what, Cam? Marilyn Manson is even afraid of this kid. The other half of the Metal Militia, Brian Deegan, busting the mini spikes.
Spikes, fun, rebel flags, stickers, all in black. Deegan is going to go humongous, and he's going to do it crazy. He's going to rev up the crowd. He's probably going to end up roosting the crowd if he has it his way. They told him not to, I'm sure, but he's going to break every rule. Starts out with a no-footed one-handed whip. Something a little different.
We knew the militia was going to roll on set with a few stunts up their sleeves. Here comes Deegan. He's got the mohawk on top of his head. Doesn't smile at anybody. Hates everyone. He's just a real nice kid from Nebraska. Deep down inside, in his heart.
The best part of the fact that he hates everyone and he breaks all the rules is he's always smiling when he does it, and you see him throw the bike completely sideways. He never takes that grin off his face.
A little panic rev when he's doing the grabber.
Yeah, when you hear that bike rev up real high, he's trying to keep the front end up. You know, he's letting go of the bike. And when they rev it, the inertia of the motor and the wheels starting to spin fast brings the front end of the bike back up.
How about the time at LA when he won his first ever 125 Supercross main? Cam, tell the folks at home what he did at the podium.
What he did is when he got to the finish line, he decided he won the event. He threw his bike away, what we call a ghost rider. There's a no-handed lander. That's the first time we've seen that today, Jared.
He did that in practice the other day and threw his bike off the little berm to the left. He crashed and got up, kind of put his hands on his hip.
Deegan is riding incredible. You know what? It might have been the start of things when he was at that Supercross, threw his bike away. Maybe he kind of liked the feeling, so he just found a way to bring it back. You see a huge knack right there. Deegan got fined $1,000 by the people that put on the event, and one of his fans stepped up and paid it.
I think we should vote Deegan the cult hero for all the little troublemaking Groms in the world. What do you think?